Now we are discussing the topic which is sliding window protocol. We know that the sliding window protocol is the part of flow control and which is the part of data link control. Data link layer of OSI model has few functions or the protocols which are called data link control, and out of that flow control is one of that function or the protocol. Now under the flow control we are having two things, one is stop and wait and second one is sliding window. In the stop and wait we send one frame at a time, and we know that in the stop and wait sender send the packet. Afterward it wait until the acknowledgement is received. That's why only one packet is sent. But here in the sliding window we can send several frames at a time. So that is very important that we can send multiple frames in the sliding window protocol. Or we can say that the several frames can be in the transit at a time. Transit means movement. Or we can say that the several frames can move at a time. Now here in the sliding window protocol, sender can send several frames before needing an acknowledgement. So here in the sliding window protocol, if the sender is sending one frame, then afterward he is not waiting for the acknowledgement to come. He just send more packets. Acknowledgement will come later on. That is not a problem. But if we go with the stop and wait protocol, here we send one packet. Afterward we wait for the acknowledgement, then send the next packet. So that is the difference between stop and wait and sliding window. In a stop and wait we send and wait for the acknowledgement, but in the sliding window we send packets. We are not waiting for the acknowledgement here. Or we can say that in the sliding window protocol, the channel capacity can be used very efficiently. Because we are not waiting here that until for the acknowledgement we has to wait, we are sending the packets. So that's why the channel capacity is properly utilized. Now one more thing about the sliding window protocol is that window can hold n-1 frames at either end. Either end meaning is that at sender side or receiver side, both ways window can hold n-1 frame. Let us suppose that we are having the n frames available. Now out of that window size will be n-1. So what is that? To understand this, we are going to learn from this diagram. We know that there are data available from 0, you can see that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I go from 0 to 7, that means from 0 to 7 that becomes 8. 8 means we are having n frames available. So the value of n which is 8. We can say that the value of n is equal to 8 here. Now how many frames the window is capturing? That will be n-1. That means 8 minus 1, 7. So window can capture n-1 frames, and n-1 is 8 minus 1, and that will be equal to 7. So window can capture the 7 frame at a time. You can see that the sequence of 0 to 7 is again repeating because window will move further and frames are going to send. We can see here again it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are assuming that 6 and 7 are somewhere else. Maybe it is going back like this. So this way. So this is the sequence from 0 to 7. And if we talk about the window can has the n-1 frames. So here if we are checking the size of the window, then we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Successfully these are the 7 frames, and that is equal to n-1. n-1 means 8 minus 1. So this is 7. So window can capture the 7 frames if we are having the 8 frames available on the sender side or the receiver side. Now this window moves forward and backward and sending the packets. And one more thing, this sliding window can have n-1 frames, and a maximum of n-1 frames may be sent before acknowledgement is received. The purpose of capturing n-1 frames is the size of those packets that window can send. Now these n-1 packets, these are the numbers that window can send without acknowledgement. Means if I am sending the packets, acknowledgement is not coming. How many packets I can send? I can send the n-1 packets because the window is capturing those n-1 packets. Now how this window is working, what is the contraction and the expansion of the window. Now we are going to learn that. Now we are understanding the sender and the receiver window. If we are having two systems which are connected and we are using the sliding window protocol, then how they are going to work? First of all, we are going to understand that what is the window here and what are the packets which are available. So first of all, we are understanding here that the packets are, let us suppose that the data available is starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. From 0 to 7, that means this is the 8 packets which are available. Now window size is how much? It is n minus 1. And n minus 1 means if it is 8, then it will be 8 minus 1. That means window can capture the 7 frames, or we can say that window is starting from 0 and it is going till the 6. So from 0 to 6, these are the 7 frames which window is capturing. So window at the sender side or the receiver side, both will be having the same thing. We can see that here also at the receiver side it is also 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and window size is from 0 to 6. And afterward the sequences keep on repeating. We can see that the other sequences again starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Similarly here also 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We are assuming that 7 is already sent, or maybe in the transmission, that's why 7 is not mentioned here, but we are taking the largest sequence which is available. So here the size of window at sender side and the receiver side is 7. So first thing we have confirmed. Now going at the sender side. If we see at the sender side window, then first of all we should understand the two walls which are available. Now this is the one wall, also this is the another wall. These are the two walls of the window. Now these wall moves one by one. This is called the contraction and the expansion. Now to understand this, let us suppose that we are having a window here. This is the window which is available. Now if we talk about the walls, so this is the wall 1 and this is the wall 2. Now sometime window will contract. Contract means this wall will be moving in this particular direction. Then window size will be like compressed. So this will be the window size. So wall moved here, wall 1 and wall 2. So wall is moving like this. After some time the wall 2 will expand. So window size will again expand. So this is called the contraction and the expansion of the window. I will tell you that how the window is going to contract or the expand. So when the window size is reduced, this is called the contraction. This way the first diagram which we have mentioned here, this is called the contraction, where the window size is reduced. And afterward window size is again increased. This is called the expansion of the window. Now window can expand up to n minus 1, that is for sure. Window cannot expand beyond the n minus 1, that means 7 is the maximum range. When the window is going to contract, this is interesting, so we are going to understand this. This wall means if we are talking about the first wall, this is the wall 1 we are talking about. We are assuming that this is W1 or the wall 1. This wall moves to the right. So wall will move to the right direction, means in this particular direction wall will move. Frame by frame, means one frame at a time. When a frame is sent, if I am sending one frame, then this wall is going to contract. So I am assuming that from the center side, which is the first packet or the frame we are having, which is 0. So if the 0 is sent, afterward what will be the new size of center window? Center window will be like this. This will be the new size of center window. Now afterward we are assuming that another frame is sent. We assume that 1 is sent. So if I am sending 1, then again the wall is moved. So this way the window is going to contract. The size is going down. So again window contracted. If I am sending another packet, what is another packet here? Or the frame, which is 2. So again the window size will be again contracted. So this way you can see that wall 1 is moving to the right direction. So here the wall 1 is moving here. Now wall 1 has reached to this particular direction. This is called the window contraction. Window is having very small size right now. Now we are going to the another wall here. So we are having the wall 2 which is available here. It will also move into the right direction. Talking about this wall moved to the right. So here the wall will move to the right direction. The size of several frames at a time means this wall is not moving one by one like the previous wall. It is moving like multiple walls together when an acknowledgement is received. So whenever we are receiving a acknowledgement, this particular wall will move. Let us suppose that we have received the acknowledgement of two packets. Let us suppose that we have received these two acknowledgements. We are assuming that A2 is the acknowledgement of these two packets here. Now this wall will move to the two directions. So here 1, 2. So the new size of window will be this one. That means window size is now expanded. So this is called the expansion of the window. So this way the window is going to compress whenever sending a packet one by one, and whenever receiving the acknowledgement it will expand. So this is called the contraction and the expansion of window. This is at the sender side. Now we are going to learn the same thing at the receiver side. Talking about the receiver side, we are having the same window available and we are having the same walls like the wall 1. Now, interesting thing is that at the receiver side it is the reversed, because at the sender side we send, at the receiver side when we receive, then the window size will be contracted. This wall move to the right. That means wall 2 we are talking about, this wall that will move to the right direction frame by frame. Similarly, it is moving one frame at a time when a frame is received. So once we are getting a frame, then it is going to contract. Let us suppose that this was the first frame which was sent by the sender and the sender window contracted. Similarly here, when the first frame 0 is received by the receiver, then this sliding window contracted. So this sliding window is now having the lesser size as the previous one because the wall 1 moves. Now talking about the next frame, frame 1 was sent by the sender and again the sender window was contracted, and this frame 1 was received by the receiver and receiver window was also contracted. So there the size of receiver window is again less as compared to the previous one. If we talk about the next frame which is 2, that 2 frame was sent by the sender and sender window contracted. Similarly, when this 2 frame was received by the receiver, then again the receiver window got contracted. So this way, whenever the receiver is going to receive the packets, it is going to reduce down its particular window size. So this way is window is contracted wall by wall, means frame by frame, one by one. Now we are talking about the wall 2 of the receiver window. This wall moved to the right. This wall also moved to the right direction. The size of several frames at a time means it can move multiple frames at a time when an acknowledgement is sent. That is again the reverse of the sender window. On the sender window, when the acknowledgement is received, it goes with the multiple frames at a time. And here, if we send the acknowledgement, it goes with the multiple frames. I mean, is expand with the multiple frames at a time. Let us suppose that the 2 acknowledgement is sent by the receiver. So this 2 acknowledgement A2 was sent by the receiver. Now receiver is going to expand its size by 2 because 2 more values it can now receive. So here the receiver window size is again expanded. So this way the sliding window protocol work, contraction and the expansion. Now the sender side, whenever the frame we are sending, the window is contracted one by one. At the receiver side, when the frames are received, window is contracted one by one. When the receiver sent the acknowledgement, it expanded its window to multiple frames. Similarly, sender when received the acknowledgement, it again expanded the window with the multiple frames. Now we are understanding that how the sender and receiver are going to send the packets simultaneously. So now we are learning that how the sliding window protocol is working between sender and receiver. Let us suppose that we are having a sender available here and there is a receiver, and these two are connected and they are sending the data. Sender will send the data to receiver and receiver will send back the acknowledgement. Now first of all, we can see that the sliding window. We should understand that there are number of the frames available like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this is the largest sequence of frame. So if we talk about 0 to 7, how many frames are available? The frame size, we are saying that n is equal to 0 to 7 is 8. So 8 frames are available. Now if you talk about the size of sliding window will be n minus 1. N minus 1 means 8 minus 1, and that will be equal to 7. So window can has the 7 elements. Now talking about here, we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from 0 to 6, window size is now 7. Window can has the maximum 7 size. Similarly, at the receiver side, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this is the size of window. Now afterward, the elements are keep on repeating like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Afterward again, if we talk about receiver side, again they are going to repeat, and this is dot dot means it is going to infinite. 0 to 7 sequences keep on repeating. This is the stage 1. Now here we are going to send the data. So first of all, sender is going to send the data, which is data 0, and that is sent to the receiver. That means the first 0 we have sent. So now we can see that the sender window is changed. That means sender window size is now wall is moved by 1. So this is the contraction of the window. Now window size is reduced. And if we talk about the receiver side, at the receiver side we got the packet 0 or the frame 0. Again the wall is moved into this particular direction, or we can see that this wall is moved. So here the size is reduced at the receiver side also. Afterward we are going to send the next data packet. So next data, which is 1, is sent from sender to receiver. So that means this time we have sent the 1. So if 1 is sent again, the wall 1 is moved. We are assuming that there are 2 walls available. So here we are having is the wall 1. These are the wall 1 of the sender and the receiver side. This first packet or the frame is received at the receiver side. So again the wall 1 move on the right direction. So this one is received and this wall is moved. So this way 2 frames are successfully sent from sender and receiver, and window is contracted. Now is the time to receive the acknowledgement. Parallelly, as we are sending the data from sender to receiver, receiver is also sending the acknowledgement. Now receiver received 2 packets already, 0 and 1. So we know that this 0 and 1 is received by the receiver. Now receiver is going to send the acknowledgement ACK2, that means 2 packets we have received, that means 0 and 1. That is received by the sender, means the receiver is sending the 2 acknowledgement packets. Then afterward the sender got that acknowledgement, and now we can see that the wall is moved. Here this wall is moved by 2. So this is the wall 2 and this is moved. We are assuming that the right side we are having is the wall 2. Now this wall 2 is just expanded by 2 particular frames. So here you can see that 1 and 2 frames the sender side window is moved. Similarly, after sending the 2 packets to acknowledgement, here also at the receiver side the wall 2 is moved. We can see that this is the wall 2 and this is expanded by the 2. Now parallelly, sender is also sending the data. So now the time of sender is sending the data, which is data 2 from sender to receiver. So this data 2 packet is sent. Now the wall again moved to the right hand side. So here the wall is moved to the right hand side because 2 is already sent. Now this 2 is received by the receiver. So here once this 2 is received, this wall is again moved and the window is contracted. Parallelly, the receiver is sent the acknowledgement. Now the receiver has received the 3 frames 0, 1 and 2. So it is sending the acknowledgement 3 that I am having the 3 frames with me. So that is received by the sender. Now sender has already expanded 2 size, 2 frames. Now here one more time it is expanded. So this wall is expanded by 1. Now again the sender is sending the data. So here the sender is sending the data 3. So this data 3 is sent from sender to receiver. So this data 3 is once sent. Then afterward the wall is again contracted to the right hand side. And if we talk about the receiver, the 3 is received. Again the wall 1 is contracted. From sender, one more frame is coming, which is data 4. So here the data 4 is sent. Again the wall 1 is contracted. Window is going to contract here. This 4 is received at the receiver side. Again the wall is contracted. One more time the sender is sending the data, which is data 5. So 5th packet is sent or the frame is sent. Now here we are again wall is moving. Here also the 5 is received, the wall is again moving. So this way we can see that it is called the contraction of the window. Multiple frames can be sent at a time until we are having the 0 size of the window. So here the window is contracting. Now is the time for the receiver to send the acknowledgement. Receiver has received the 6 packets. We can see that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From 0 to 5 there are 6 packets or the frames which are received by the receiver. So receiver is sending acknowledgement of 6. Now here it is received by the sender. Sender already has expanded by the 3. So here it is expanded with the 3 more. So there the wall 2 is again expanded by the size 3. So this is the expansion of the window. After sending the acknowledgement, the receiver is also expanded by the 3 size. So 3 frame size the receiver window is expanded. So this is the wall 2 which is expanded. So this is the whole process of the sending and the receiving of the packets, and here the sliding window protocol work, where we just contract the window and expand the window. So talking about the sliding window protocol, we have learned that the size of the window will be n-1, and here window will contract when we are sending the frames or at the receiver side when we are receiving the frames. Window will expand when at the center side we are receiving the acknowledgement, and at the receiver side window will expand when the receiver is sending the acknowledgement. So this is how the sliding window protocol work and send the multiple frames at a time.